Hello my friends, it's Nina and today we are back in the kitchen. I am going to be attempting to make kimchi tofu dumplings from scratch. This might be the most complicated recipe I've made yet, but on my channel I like to cook sometimes and I like sharing Korean recipes with you guys. I love dumplings or pot stickers or Korean mandu, but the thing is I don't get to eat it often. Usually pot stickers will have some kind of meat such as chicken or pork, but today I'm trying to make a vegetarian option. I think this could pass as vegan depending on the kimchi that you have, but most importantly this is a recipe that you can make at home if you have kimchi or tofu. I'm making this entirely from scratch. I don't have dumpling or pot sticker wrappers. I would need to go to a store for that and I don't feel like going to one. I try to only go for necessities. I don't know how this is going to go. This is my first time doing this, but I feel like a majority of us should have flour in the house, so I thought making it from scratch would be much more useful. I know not everyone has access to an Asian market. Hello! I know not everyone has access to an Asian market or a Korean market. The dumpling wrapper recipe is from Mangchi, and then the tofu and kimchi dumplings is from a recipe from Healthy Nibbles and Bits. I'll leave a link down below. This should go okay. So this is just firm tofu. I'm going to drain this. Basically, we need plates and we need to sandwich them together between some paper towels or towels if you have it. I'm gonna start now. I have 2 plates here. Carefully do this. Okay, I'm gonna be over here. I have some paper towels and then my tofu, and then we're just going to let this sit. There we go. That should work. I'll put one more plate on top right there, just like that. This is going to help the tofu be firmer, so it'll have a better texture. Now we're going to do the dumpling wrappers. I haven't made dumplings in a very long time, probably since I was a kid. If you live in an Asian household, you probably made dumplings sometime in your life. It's a good family activity, except we would have dumpling wrappers pre-made. Instead, I'm going to make it on my own. So we need 2 cups of flour, kosher salt, how many cups of water? 2/3 of a cup, okay? If you have flour, you can make dumplings. So 1/3 of a cup means 3 cups times 2, which means 6. I need 6 of these. Recently, I bought some measuring spoons. I've been missing measuring spoons for a very long time, and I finally bought some, but I forgot to get measuring cups, so maybe I'll get on to doing that. So we've got 1. Thank you. 2, 3. 4, 5, 6. When I went to Korea, there were these outdoor markets and I had the best kimchi dumplings there. It was vegetarian, so hopefully I can come close to that. 2/3 of a cup water, half a teaspoon of kosher salt. What? Is that how I do it? Sometimes they ask for a volcano or some kind of fancy technique. I'm not about that, so we're good. Yay. And then after that we need some salt. I don't have just bulk salt. I'm going to have to grind it up. How much do I need? Half a teaspoon. That's not a lot, right? Here we go. Oh, half a teaspoon is pretty big. Oh yeah. Hello? There we go. I should have expected that. We actually have half a teaspoon. See, I'm a professional, I spilled it. Now we're going to just mix this up. I'm so excited. So she said, I'm sorry. So she said to mix it up with a spoon and then go in with your hands. Dumplings, pot stickers are part of Asian cuisine and they're just delicious and they're fun to eat. I think that's all I can do with my spoon. Now I'm going to mix it by hand. I'm just going to quickly wash my hands. I'm going to knead it by hand for a few minutes until the dough becomes a little softer. Put it in a plastic bag to keep it from the air and let it sit for 10 to 30 minutes on the kitchen counter. By the time I make the filling, that should be when everything's done. So you can see the dough starting to happen. Ooh, that is magical. I am in no means a professional chef or anything like that. I just like sharing Korean recipes. As a Korean American with a pretty international audience, I just think this would be interesting for someone. And this is a workout. I didn't sign up for this. We're going to just knead it till it's all soft and incorporated. Now we're just going to let this rest. I'll just give it as long as it takes for me to make the filling. But we are done with this step. Now we're going to make the filling. I'm going to wash off this dough. So I need to cut some onions. The recipe calls for shallots, which I know has a different flavor than onions. I just figured that having some kind of onion flavor would be okay. I'm going to wash this. It's been a very long time since I've cut an onion. I also don't know how much 2/3 of a cup will be. So we just have to chop it. I'm going to make lines in the onion if you can see it. So we made parallel lines. I'm going to start cutting. I think this might actually make 2/3 of a cup. 1/3, 2/3. Might as well just toss everything in, honestly. The recipe calls for 1 carrot. I'll just take, okay, I'll take like 2 handfuls. I feel like this was 1 carrot and I'm going to mince it. Cut this all up. Carrots are done. I have to prepare the ginger. How do I cook ginger? Minced ginger. Do I peel this? I'm seeing that people use the side of a spoon to scrape the skin off, slice the ginger to make matchsticks, then mince it. Okay, got it. Ooh, this is testing my techniques and skills. I feel like if I finally learn how to cook ginger, then I am an unstoppable chef. It is time to figure this out. I actually used to not like ginger that much. Now I have a great appreciation for it. It's a great part of Asian cuisine. I'm going to kind of just like take this part out. Oh, that's fragrant. I have a spoon and I'm going to peel this ginger. Oh, it's kind of working. I eat foods with ginger, but I never use ginger. Or I probably use pre-prepared ginger. Oh, this is actually easier than I thought. Okay. Something that I have used is ginger powder. It's like garlic powder, but ginger. So this is my first time with fresh ginger. Now I'm going to mince these up. Just basically make thin slices. We're going to make matchsticks basically. And then we're going to cut the other way. Taking my tablespoon measure. I definitely made more than 2 tablespoons. That's okay. Now I can cook some nice stir fry with this. So I'm pretty sure we're done preparing. I'm going to start cooking now. We're going to move over here. Come on over. So we're basically going to lightly cook the vegetables. We're going to heat some oil on a pan over medium heat. I will eyeball that. I think that's good enough. And now I'm going to lightly heat it up. I think I'm going to add the onions in now. It says just to cook for 30 seconds. Literally everything is just for about a minute total. Okay, she's sizzling. Oh my gosh, she's sizzling. Literally 30 seconds. Just let it sweat. This kind of sounds like ASMR. Now I'm going to add some garlic and the ginger. We're just going to rest this on a plate so it can cool down. Fantastic. The smell is so good. So it's kind of like a nice sweat. Everything's nicely cooked, not caramelized. I did forget scallions because I call them green onions. So I completely missed that step. I'm going to lightly just cook the scallions. I love the colors. Now we're just going to let this cool and then we can finish our filling. So beautiful. Back when I made tofu scramble, I would just squeeze it through my hands. This might make some people cringe. But as long as you have clean hands, I think being intimate with your food just makes it more personal, whatever that means. The tofu is nicely drained. I've already washed my hands. Here we go. Basically, we're going to squeeze. Don't be shy. Just do it. You could wear gloves if you want, but if you have clean hands, this is fine. Not too crumbled. Pressing the tofu really helped make a difference. It has a nice firm texture. Make sure there's no outstanding pieces. Here is my kimchi. Kimchi is also a vital food staple in Korean cuisine. 3/4 of a cup chopped. I think we are good to go. Add the stir-fried vegetables, kimchi, soy sauce, sesame oil, and salt. It asked for coriander. I don't have that. I do have everything else though. So the filling is all ready to go. I'm so excited about this. I'm going to go back to the mandu wrappers. We're going to take the dough out of the plastic. It will be a little softer and moist. Knead it for 5 to 7 minutes until it's smooth and elastic. With clean hands, just knead it a little bit. It feels good. She did say 5 to 7 minutes, so I'm just going to do that. Getting a real workout. I really feel like all of my love, blood and sweat and tears is going into this. Da 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 da. Squish. Squish. We want this to be smooth and elastic. I think I'm going to pan fry these just because I'm too lazy to steam them or boil them. This is going to be kunmandu. Gonna cut this into half. Ooh, ooh, that's fun. Smells like dough. I'm going to wrap up one piece so it doesn't dry. And then we're going to dust this surface. So I don't have a rolling pin, but I do have a wine bottle. Hopefully this should be fine. I don't drink alcohol, but we're basically going to use this as a rolling pin. Dust the surface with flour. Here we go. Woo! I love the sound of the slice. Yay. We're going to make the edges a little bit thinner than the center. It was supposed to be a circle, but great. I think at the same time I'm going to add the filling, so I'm going to bring you in closer. I don't want you to miss this. We're going to fill the mandu. Here is our dumpling wrapper. It's pretty thin, thinner on the sides, and we should use them right away before they dry. So I'm going to do the filling now. I have a bowl of water. This is going to help line the edge of the wrapper, and this will help to seal it. We have to work pretty fast, so let's do this. So we have the filling. I'm just going to place it. Ooh. I don't really know my technique. I kind of just went for it. Oh boy, okay. Stretch out the edges and pinch them. I didn't think, oh my goodness. I'm going to stretch out the edges a little bit. I also forgot to line it with water. Okay, line it with water. Pinch, pinch, pinch. Wow, this looks promising. Here it is, nice and sealed. And then we're going to make a nice fold. It's a little messy, but that's okay. It's got some charm. Okay, so here is our trial one. It's not perfect, but it's like a pancake. The first one's always going to be kind of messy, and then as we get the hang of it, it should be better. But this is honestly not bad. It's a little baby. It's very cute. Gonna place it over here. Now I should really roll these out though. Let's do this. Attempt number 2. Oh my god, they're kind of cute. Definitely not perfect and a lot of crust, but that's okay. I made a little circle. I've seen this kind of dumpling as well. I think this is cute too. Have fun with the shapes. Here's another one. Okay, so making pot stickers takes way longer than I thought. I have one round one, and then I have 4 that kind of look like pot stickers. I think I'm just going to make one more. I'm going to refrigerate the rest of these. This is a tiny piece. Here we have our delicious filling. Honestly, you could eat the filling just as it is. I'm going to refrain from doing that. I'm gonna take a good amount. I've been here for many hours. I actually don't know what time it is. This has been a great life-changing experience. I feel like a new human being. I just recommend everyone try to make dumplings sometime in their lifetime. I'm sure that many of you have already though. Okay, so there's a lot of filling. I'm probably just going to dump some out actually. Hi. Hopefully this can close. Yes, there we go. Seal it up. Ah, don't break on me. We might have to just... that's not gonna work. Nothing's gonna work. This one breaks no matter what I do. I don't know what to do. There was no way to save this one except for crushing it into sort of a soup dumpling. So I do have 6 pieces. This is what I've come up with. I'm going to now cook this. This will determine if all of my efforts were worth it. If I am able to make mandu by myself. My back hurts! Oh, my neck. Oh, this feels good. Yes, I'm just an old lady. Now come on over. Okay, so after a very, very long time where I don't know what time it is anymore, I have actually finished the dumplings. I'm so tired. It took this long to make 6 pot stickers. I'm going to just quickly make a dipping sauce. It's going to consist of soy sauce, rice vinegar, and some chili flakes. Gonna mix the soy sauce, add some rice vinegar, and then add some red pepper. Even though there's already kimchi in it, just why not? I probably shouldn't have put my hands in this, but that's okay. I will quickly wash my hands before I touch my face and eyes with this because that will burn. I don't know how it's going to taste, but appearance-wise, they're not bad. They're a little bit crispy. I will take this hefty medium-sized one that we've got here. I'm going to dip it into my sauce, and here we go. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. This tastes very similar to the one I had in Korea. Wow, that's actually good. I'm surprised the dough actually came out good. It's tender, it's not too chewy. I'm very happy with this. Oh my god, the kimchi. Ooh, chef's kiss. There's so much flavor. I mean, you can't really go wrong if you follow a recipe, but I'm still in shock that I was able to make this. Here, do you want some? Open wide. Ah, it's got nice spice. It's got a bite. It has a very complex flavor. This was definitely a success. I'm definitely going to make this in the future again because it's very easy to make. You just need all the ingredients, a lot of time for preparation, and the will. But this is definitely something doable. But that is going to be it for me. I hope you had a fun time cooking with me and making kimchi tofu dumplings or kimchi tofu mandu. But that is it with this cooking with Nina. We're going to bring it in for a hug. Thank you for watching and I will see you next time. Goodbye, my friends.